Cheers. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Fandom Fights. We got a good one for you today. And I know I say that a lot. Today, I mean it. I usually mean it. They're usually pretty good. But today, we got a great one. We got two people who I would call upsets in this sort of last title run here. Two very good players in their own rights who have been having very good years. Individually and in teams. One is a current champion, and one is on a comeback season unseen by many before. So I think we're in for a great one. The winner of this goes on to play for the title. And who do we got in the match today? We have Jack Pinchuk versus Jake Meltzer. Like I said, two players on fire right now. Both upset. Jake upset Scully to get here. Jack Pinchuk upset tournament finalist Tyler Birch to get here. So anything could happen from this point going forward. I'm excited. You should be too. Let's see what they have to say in the promos.
Jack, summer's over, and you know what that means. It's time for a hunky boy fall. So, picture this. Two hunky boys are here to see if we are combined hot enough to melt Meltzer. So everybody at home, use the hashtag Meltzer to juice up my boy. And while you're there, drop the hashtag juiced up Jack for my boy, Jack Pinchuk. Jack, you are a lean, mean trivia machine. You think you're better than me? It's time to prove it. Do what I couldn't, do what T-Skulls couldn't, and put this man down. Let's get to work.
Alrighty then. Manners maketh man, Jake. Let's play.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just reading Transmetropolitan. It's cool. Sorry, feeling but you know what? Even you not at 100% still kind of scary, isn't it? So you could juice up and jack off and do whatever you want, your hunky boys. My guy's a champion. He's here to play. He's here to win. Give me a thumbs up, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. So I want you to go out there. I want you to kick in some skulls. I want you to do your thing. I'm trying very hard not to curse because I got a stern talking to about my last promo, and that's fine. It's good. But, we're here to play. We're here to win. We're here to shock the world. You ready to do this, sir? Absolutely. Let's kick this pig.
Couple things. I was told I said this was the winner would go play for a title. I was wrong, and I lied. The winner goes into a contender match to then possibly play for the title. But aside from that, I'm very uncomfortable. Let's get into round number one. Round number one is going to work like this. Each player is going to get 10 questions in the realm of fandom fights. They'll have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, I will say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct, in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get in round number one?
No.
All right. Your first question comes in the category of Star Trek. Who is the first person Kirk tries to find after he hears Chekhov's announcement about the lightning storm in Star Trek 09? This wasn't even the 9th one. It was the 11th. I get it's like the year, but it's probably confusing to some people. I think this was the 9th film in the series. Truthfully, it was not. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake.
Captain Pike.
And Jack.
I said Uhura.
Uhura is the correct answer.
Okay.
Jack continuing to piss off just about everybody, but Uhura is the correct answer. So it's 1-0 as we get to the second question, which comes in the category of Disney animation. Who voices Owl in 2011's Winnie the Pooh? Oh, fuck. Bill, you knew the last one or this current one? The last one. Gotcha. Cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack.
I've got no idea. I said Jim Cummings. I said Jim Cummings, and I'm probably completely wrong.
And Jake.
Well, if Jack's completely wrong, then so am I.
Both, unfortunately, not completely wrong. Like, he voices Winnie the Pooh. But the correct answer was Craig Ferguson. Craig Ferguson was, yes. With that, there are no more perfect rounds. We move on to the next question, which comes in the category of Marvel. Which film in the X-Men universe features an attack on a Native American reservation? I like owls. Of all the birds, they're pretty cool, I would argue. Ooh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake.
New Mutants.
And Jack.
New Mutants.
The New Mutants is correct. Point apiece. 2-1 is the score as we move to the next question, which comes in the category of horror icons. The question is, how many A Nightmare on Elm Street films feature a character named Nancy? That is my aunt's name. I have 2 aunts with that name, in fact. Hello, aunts. You're not watching this, but if you did, hello. Our audience is growing. Perhaps you are watching this now. I don't know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Jack.
I said 3.
And Jake.
4.
4 is the correct answer.
The remake.
Yep, the remake. So 4 is correct. So Jake will tie it up there. It is 2-2. As we move to the next question, which comes in the category of James Bond. The question is, M sets up his headquarters along with Q Branch in Hong Kong to meet Bond inside what type of location in The Man with the Golden Gun? The Golden Gun. This is a good one. As far as like middle.
Would you accept a relatively general answer here?
Relatively general answer wouldn't be.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake.
Ship.
And Jack.
I said hotel. I have no idea.
Ship is correct. Shipwreck would have also been correct, but yes,
I was
Jake.
wondering if you needed shipwreck.
Oh, very good. Jake is correct. He takes the lead 3-2 there. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of the Worlds of DC. Which Suicide Squad member has the real name Chato Santana? I'm not conserving my water very effectively. I'm almost out, and we are not out of round 1 yet. This is not going for me. We'll get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack.
Is his name Diablo?
And Jake.
El Diablo.
Diablo and El Diablo both are correct. So point apiece. Jake leads 4-3. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Star Wars. Which Star Wars film features someone pretending a rock is a thermal detonator before using it to smash a window? Oh, excuse me. Man, I had some sweet potato fries. Normally, I'm not a fan of the sweet potato fries, but the person next to me got them, didn't want them, so I ate them, and I was pretty hungry. So, when hungry, you eat sweet potato fries. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake.
Solo, a Star Wars story.
And Jack.
Solo, a Star Wars story.
Solo is correct. Point apiece. Jake keeps the lead 5-4, but we are keeping pace here as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of DC. The question is, who plays the Joker in 1966's Batman? Batman 66, as it is also known from time to time. This is the best. I stand by this. This is the best drinking game movie in history. I've gotten drunk to this movie so many times. It's so fun. You will not have a better night, I promise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Jack
Cesar Romero.
and Jake.
What he said, Cesar Romero.
Cesar Romero is correct. So, point apiece. 6-5 as we get to the penultimate question, which comes in the category of Disney live action. Question is, what profession does Maggie's love interest Kevin have in Herbie Fully Loaded? I like this movie. I saw it when I was a kid. Didn't know it was part of it. What's the line there? The bigger universe line that Fury says, because there's a bunch of them. The Love Bug cinematic universe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake
Auto mechanic.
and Jack.
I guess this just on a whim. Mechanic.
Would make sense. Yes, he is a mechanic. That is correct. So, point apiece. Keeping pace. 7-6. So we get to the final question in round number 1, which comes in the category of fandom quotes. The question is, which DreamWorks character said the quote, "There is no tomorrow, there's no day after that, and there's no day after that, day after that. My life was perfect, and I'm never going to get it back"? Quotes questions are tough because I always want to comment on the nature of the quote, but I feel like any sort of comment would give away something here or there, you know? How about mechanics? They're cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Jack
Shrek.
and Jake.
I was between Shrek and Rumpelstiltskin.
Shrek is the correct answer from the same movie, I assume. But with that, Jack ties the game on the very last question, round number 1. The score is 7-7. But anything can happen as we get in round number 2. Here's how round number 2 is going to work. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they could choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you'd like to check down a multiple choice, in which case it will only be worth 1, and be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. With that being said, your categories on the wheel today are Disney Animation, Worlds of DC, Middle Earth, Disney Live Action, James Bond, Fandom Quotes, Horror Icons, and YA. So with that being said, Mr. Meltzer, we are tied, but you are the higher ranked, so we will bring in Bill. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Second.
All right. Take out Bill. Bring in Alex. And Jack, this will be your first spin at the wheel. And it's on Disney Live Action.
I think we can spin that again.
We can push it.
All right. Sounds good. Jack, you will have to keep what it lands on this time. Lands on Fandom Quotes. All righty. Jack, are you prepared for your questions in the category of Fandom Quotes?
Sure.
All righty then, your first question. Which Marvel film features the line, "The second life isn't like the first one, is it"?
Ghost Rider.
That is incorrect. Jake, chance for the 2-point steal.
I'm just going to throw it out there for funsies. Morbius.
Great guess. But no, unfortunately, that is incorrect. We were looking for Elektra. Elektra, because she died and now she's not dead. You know, reasons. But anyway. So, Jack, your second question in Fandom Quotes. Which Alien versus Predator character said the quote, "Makes Cambodia look like Kansas"?
Oh, it's someone from... multiple choice on this one.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Edwin, B, Daniels, C, Blaine, D, Mike Harrigan?
Can I get a full repeat?
Sure thing. Jack, that is your first repeat. The full question again. Which Alien vs. Predator character said the quote, "makes Cambodia look like Kansas"? And your multiple choice options are: is it A, Edwin, B, Daniels, C, Blaine, D, Mike Harrigan?
Daniels?
That is incorrect. Jake, chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Edwin, B, Daniels, C, Blaine, D, Mike Harrigan.
Blaine.
Blaine is correct for the 1 point steal. All right. Jack, your third question. Complete this Doc Hudson quote from the Cars franchise. "I knew you couldn't drive. I didn't know you couldn't blank." We are looking for one word.
Is it the turn right to go left? Steer.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Jake, chance for the 2 point steal. Five, 4, 3.
I don't know. Quit.
That is unfortunately also incorrect. We were looking for read. No, you couldn't read.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right. So, Jack, we'll move to your penultimate question in Phantom Quotes. Which Wizarding World actor said the quote, "When it comes to the dark arts, I believe in a practical approach"?
Brendan Gleeson.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. And, Jack, your final question. Which Star Wars character said the quote, "Get your head out of your cockpit. There are things you cannot solve by jumping in your X-Wing and blowing something up"? Five.
It's Admiral Holdo.
That is incorrect. Jake, chance for the 2 point steal.
Well, it was between that or Leia.
Leia is correct for the 2 point steal. So with that, Jack gets his score up to 9, but with the steals, Jake is up to 10. So we will bring back in the wheel and Mr. Carriola.
That was some sexy shit.
Jake, this is your first spin.
Don't fuck me, Will.
Wow. Shouldn't have
Of course
said
it
that.
did.
All right.
At least the one I didn't want is gone.
Yeah.
Would you like the categories again?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Disney Animation, Worlds of DC, Middle Earth, Disney Live Action, James Bond, Horror Icons, and YA.
Okay, so that wasn't good. So what do you think we give them?
Whatever you think you can take the most points in. So not Bond, not Horror Icons. Can't do Fandom Quotes.
Yeah.
Do you want to do Disney or do you want to do Middle Earth?
Honestly, probably Disney. There's 60 movies there. There's more room for him to fail. So yeah, we'll do Disney Animation.
That'll be it.
All right. There are 2 Disneys, so thank you for clarifying. But all right, Jake, you've been assigned Disney Animation. Are you prepared for your questions?
We're about to find out.
Your first question. Which Disney animated film features an arrogant baseball player and 2 hats who fall in love?
I'm sorry, you broke up sort of towards the end.
Yep. Your technical repeat. Which Disney animated film features an arrogant baseball player and 2 hats who fall in love?
I think I know, but I'm going to check the multiple to be safe.
All right. Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Fantasia, B, The Three Caballeros, C, Melody Time, D, Make Mine Music?
Okay, good thing I checked. Make Mine Music?
That is correct for 1 point. All right, Jake, your second question. Which comedian voices Scuttle in The Little Mermaid?
Buddy Hackett.
That is correct for 2 points.
Shapoopy.
Your third question. In Zootopia, What is Judy Hopps' first assignment as an official member of ZPD?
She's a meter maid.
That is correct. We can accept that for 2 points.
Parking duty, if you will.
Yeah, that's what we had, but that works. All right, your penultimate question, Jake. In Lilo and Stitch, there is a large, sunburned tourist who multiple times throughout the film winds up having what kind of food ruined for him?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, chicken wings, B, soup, C, pineapple, D, ice cream?
Okay, that's where I was leaning. So I'll just... Sorry, COVID. I'll say ice cream.
Ice cream is correct for 1 point. All right, and Jake, your final question. What is the first name of Belle's father in Beauty and the Beast?
Maurice.
Maurice is correct for 2 more points and the end of round number 2. With that, Jake gets his score up to 18. Jack is at 9. So, still have a game here moving into round number 3. Here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
No.
All righty. Your first category that you can bet points on is Middle Earth. All right, we'll get bets starting with Jake.
0.
And Jack.
2.
All right, your question, Middle Earth. What is the final riddle that Bilbo asks Gollum, stumping him in an unexpected journey? I like riddles. Need more riddles in my life. It keeps you on your toes. I have been off my toes for some time, let me tell you. We'll get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Jake, who bet 0.
What's in my pocket?
And Jack.
What have I got in my pocket?
Both correct. But Jack being the only one to bet points, he will gain 2 points. Jake will stay right where he is. It is 18-11. So we get to the next question, which comes in the category of the MCU. We'll get bets starting with Jack.
We'll go 2 with this one.
And Jake. All righty. Your question in the MCU. Who stalls the Black Panther while Bucky and Steve board the Quinjet at the airport so they can escape in Captain America Civil War? Shirt. I did a mud race recently, and I almost wore this shirt, but our team last minute decided to change to matching shirts, but like this shirt would have been all muddy. And I probably would not be wearing it today, but alas, here we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake, who bet 0.
Black Widow?
And Jack.
Black Widow.
Black Widow is correct. So
One
Jack,
MP question I knew. Fuck.
slowly but surely gaining on the lead there. It is 18-13 now. 3 questions remaining, 5-point gap. The next question comes in the category of Disney live action. We'll get bets starting with Jake.
See if he can catch up. 0.
And Jack.
2.
All righty. Your question in Disney live action. Who plays the Grand Duke in 2015's Cinderella? Oof. I'm so full. Had a large dinner. Now I'm sleepy. That's okay. We'll get 5, 4.
Repeat.
All right, that is Jack's second repeat. 1 remaining. The question again. Who plays the Grand Duke in 2015's Cinderella? funny name. Rand Duke. Apologies. But I've been thinking that for the last 30 seconds or so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jake, who bet 0.
It's not on Disney Plus, so I still haven't seen it. I have no clue. I just guessed Alfred Molina.
And Jack.
Oh, I hope I'm right. Stellan Skarsgård.
Stellan Skarsgård is the correct answer. So Jack continuing to claw his way up. It is now 18-15, a 3-point game with 2 questions remaining. The penultimate question will come in the category of Disney animation. We'll get bets starting with Jack.
2.
And Jake.
1.
All righty. Your question in Disney animation. Which Disney animated film features a would-be assassin who instead tells his target that she needs to flee into the woods to be safe from the person who hired him? I believe the only way the match is over is if Jack misses. Otherwise, we will move on to the final question. Things I get. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jake.
Snow White.
And Jack.
Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs.
That is correct. Both correct. And the 7 Dwarves is a subtitle, and there's only one Snow White film, so Snow White is also correct. So both get the point there. We move on to the final question. Jake will get a point. Jack will get 2 points. It is now a 2-point game, 19-17, as we move on to the final question in round number 3. Comes in the category of the Wizarding World. Get bets starting with Jake.
2.
And Jack.
2.
All right, here's the situation. Both hit. Jake wins. Both hit. Both miss. Jake wins. Jack hits while Jake misses. And that is, or Jack will win. So, your question in the category of the Wizarding World. Who uses their own magic to make it seem as though Jacob is using magic at the dinner in Germany in The Secrets of Dumbledore? This has been a crazy match, to say the least. Answers in 5, 4.
Repeat.
That is Jack's final repeat. The question again in the Wizarding World. Who uses their own magic to make it seem as though Jacob is using magic at the dinner in Germany in The Secrets of Dumbledore? Cut the tension with the butter. We will get answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack.
Couldn't remember her name, so I wrote down someone I could remember, and I said Queenie.
And Jake.
Good game.
Lally.
And your winner, Jake Meltzer. Lally was the correct answer, and oh boy, what a hell of a match there. That was fantastic. I bet you and me and everyone watching probably thought it was over right at the beginning of round 3, but Jack with a really great performance getting us all the way to the final question, and Jake keeping his head on straight and closing the match. Doesn't matter if you close the match on the first question in round 3 or the last one. Doesn't matter. Jake's still the winner. Fantastic match. We'll talk to our unfortunate second place finisher for today, Mr. Jack Pinchuk. Jack, you had a hell of a year. Fantastic. This comeback, like had you like closed the comeback at the end here, would have just capped off a fantastic like list of accomplishments that you've had this year. But at the end of the day, even though you didn't come away with the win, I think you shocked everyone by still making it a match and still getting us all the way to the last question in round number 3, especially spinning something that pretty much nobody wants in round number 2. So Jack, how are you feeling about your performance in the match today and your performance this year overall?
Okay, I just want to say round two, not much you can do with that. But honestly, overall with this match today, I feel pretty good. I was in the right headspace coming into, or when I was in round three. They were just questions I knew. Round one was close. Jake played a great game. So no, if I'm gonna lose to Jake, it better be a close game, and it was certainly that today. As for the season, I'm happy. I'm more than happy with my performance this year. Only 2 losses that I believe, one to Jake now, and then my first this year was to Coho. Otherwise, I feel like I've had a pretty dominant year and just a great bounce back year after coming into the year 1 and 2. So honestly, I feel pretty good about this, even if I did lose today.
Absolutely. Alex, thoughts on Jack's performance?
I'm incredibly proud of Jack. Jake is a very strong round one player. He's a strong player overall, but he's a strong round one player, and we were able to keep it close, keep it tied with him in round one. Round two, things got a little bit out of hand. It's just unfortunate. Quotes is one of the worst things on the wheel for most players. And then round three, pitching the comeback, it's not something that most players would be able to do. Most players would pretty much give up by the second or third question, see the points deficit. I'm incredibly proud of Jack. He has had a perfect game this season. He has won the Frenzy this season. That took him to a contender shot this season. And next season, I'm just going to say it, it's still Hunky Boy season. That's right. You thought that promo was going to go away. It absolutely is not. Next year, it's going to be bigger and better things for Mr. Jack Pinchuk.
Awesome. Couldn't have said it better myself. I look forward to what you do next year, Jack. And full transparency, you might still be in the team's tournament. I don't know yet. We haven't shot it yet.
Maybe.
It already happened, if you are, good luck. But great job today, Jack. We'll see you next time for sure. As we bring in our winner today, Mr. Jake Meltzer. Jake, I know you're a little less for words today, so I'll do some of the talking. I'll let Bill do a lot of the talking. But fantastic match. Yes, Jack had an incredible performance in round 3, but had you maybe taken a risk a little earlier, the match could have ended, but you didn't need to. You waited till the right time, and you struck when the iron was hot, and you wound up closing the match out right when you needed to. Spinning opponent's choice, and still, I believe, going 5 for 5 in round two there. Fantastic match overall. So, Jake, maybe a couple words that you could get out on your performance today, and then I'll let Bill talk about it.
Yeah, actually today I'm like, this is the best I've felt all week. Like I alluded to it before the match, I've been dealing with COVID all week. It's been rough. The one upside is I had time to study because I couldn't go to work. So I had some time to put into this match, and I did feel good coming into it. But I knew that Jack was gonna do really well in round 3. It's just really unfortunate that he got what I would have given him an opponent's choice. The Kingsmen seem to think that I'm bad at Disney animation because I'm an old, but I grew up on that stuff. So we'll see. But no, yeah, I felt good today. I knew Jack was going to be a really good opponent, and he was. And like you said, yeah, I was just sort of, the categories were definitely like in his favor in round 3. There wasn't like a home run category for me where I was like, oh, I'll bet the farm until the end. But no, this, I was glad I won this one. I know Jack was talking a lot about wanting to take out my teammate. So that provided some extra motivation as well. But yeah, I was drinking. This was tea, not whiskey, that I was drinking throughout the match. So I'm probably going to go back and drink some more after this. But this feels good for sure.
Bill, thoughts on Jake's little run here?
I mean, I wasn't in doubt for a sec. I mean, that was you could have got it done a little sooner, but it's okay because my fucking heart couldn't take it. But holy shit! I mean, hot damn though, son. Look at you. COVID will still not stop you. You get a nice tie. You get a category. You get opponents. You still run with it. You manage some steals. Healthy lead. You can coast back. Maybe I would have taken a 1-pointer in one of those questions, but that's just me. But I also suck at round 3, so what do I know? So I need something a little less stressful. So I'm going to go play Alice is Missing after this, just to de-stress from all that. So that's going to be fun. That's my evening. Great stuff. Yeah.
Well, don't do that for too long, Bill, because Jake, you are going to continue on in this here title picture. You've made it all the way to your first, I believe, singles #1 contender match. So very exciting stuff. You'll be playing. I can't announce now. The match happened last week, so it's a week old. So you didn't watch it. Sorry, spoilers. But you'll be playing someone who's been upsetting people in his own right. A rematch against Mr. David Garcia.
Oh,
David
God.
beat Albert to get to this contender match, and you just beat Jack. So 2 of you are going to face off, and 1 of you is going to go on to play Joe. So thoughts on that?
Not again. The last match was so stressful. It's one of the worst matches I've played. Yes, I am a better player now than I was then, and I have since vanquished David in a team setting, but that doesn't make it any less daunting. Yeah, hopefully, and I know he'll take me seriously. I sure as heck am going to take him seriously. But
Murder.
I never in a million years when I started playing Fandom thought I would get to this point. So I'm going to go into that match about as loose as I did when I played Scully in the last match, thinking I have about as much of a shot at winning. And we'll see what happens.
Indeed, we will. And I think we're all very excited to see what happens. Jake, congratulations on the win today. We will see you in the contender match. And thank you to all of you for watching. This was a great match, as I promised. Remember at the beginning when I was like, "This is gonna be a great one," and I meant it. This was a very good one. So check out all the other matches going on. Thank you for watching this match. Thank you to Jake. Thank you to Jack. Thank you to Alex. Thank you to Bill. Thank you to Tim for editing this one. And be sure to check back in for the contender match and the teams tournament as it wraps up here. So we're in for a very exciting end of the year here in Fandom Fights, and we'll see you all next time with another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.